Hidden in the deep forests of southwest Germany, along the path of the once mighty Grand Prix circuit, lies the ghost of one of Formula One's most iconic corners. Welcome to the Ost Curve, or Eastern Curve, a sweeping, high-speed monster that tested bravery, precision, and sometimes patience. But before it became a legend, the Ost Curve was simply a part of progress. The Hockenheimring owes its existence to the man named Ernst Christ, a motorsport enthusiast and timekeeper who in 1930 dreamed of a racing circuit in his own hometown of Hockenheim. With the support of Mayor Philipp Klein and the German Motorsport Association, his dream became a reality in 1932. That original layout was an anti-clockwise driven street circuit, a blazing fast triangle of public roads through forest and farmland. In 1938, the Hockenheim circuit was modified to bypass the town of Ostkurve, resulting in a new high-speed corner on the eastern side of the track. The sweeping left-hand bend was named the Radbuckle curve, and it quickly became the defining element of the layout. For more than 25 years, this fast left-hander challenged drivers as part of the original counterclockwise configuration of the Hockenheim street circuit. But everything changed in the mid-1960s when the track underwent a new major transformation. A new highway construction cut through the original layout, forcing the organisers to redesign the circuit. In 1965, Hockenheim reopened as a permanent racing facility, now featuring the newly built Autodrome Stadium section. With this new rebuild came a reversal of the track direction, from counterclockwise to clockwise, and the Radbuckle curve was now approached from the opposite side, becoming a right-hand corner. From this point on, it was renamed Ostkurve, the Eastern Curve, a fitting title for what would become one of the most legendary and feared corners in motorsport history. By the late 1960s, the extreme speeds reached on Hockenheim's forest straights were already raising eyebrows. In preparation for the first Formula One Grand Prix at Hockenheim in 1970, chicanes were then introduced halfway down both the circuit's two long straights. These were early attempts at reducing top speeds and improving safety without fundamentally altering the high-speed character of the track. However, by the early 1980s, safety concerns had intensified further. After the tragic death of Gilles Villeneuve at Zolder in 1982, renewed scrutiny was placed on several high-speed circuits. And of course, Hockenheim was high on the list. The Ostkurve was approached at a frightening velocity, even with the early chicanes placed in the way, and it was now considered dangerously outdated for modern Formula One standards. In response, a new chicane was added directly before the Ostkurve to slow down further those cars entering the sweeping curve. While some fans and drivers lamented at the loss of the flat-out thrill that once defined the Ostkurve, most accepted the change as a necessary step towards improved safety. Over the years, this chicane would be modified multiple times, with each version seeking to strike a better balance between protecting drivers and preserving the circuit's rhythm. Despite the chicanes, the Ostkurve remained a stage for high drama. In the 1982 German Grand Prix, Nelson Piquet collided with backmarker Eliseo Salazar whilst braking for the Ostkurve chicane. What followed is one of Formula One's most infamous confrontations, a furious Piquet storming out of his car and beginning to punch and kick Salazar, all captured on live TV. Ironically, BMW would later tell Piquet that his engine was about to fail anyway, but the image of that scuffle near the Ostkurve became part of racing folklore. In 2002, Hockenheim was radically shortened. The entire forest section, including the Ostkurve, was cut from the layout, and in its place, a modern tighter track built for corporate hospitality and television cameras. The legendary Ostkurve was now gone, erased from the racing world. If you want to know more about this controversial reconstruction, you can watch our documentary, Why They Destroyed Old Hockenheim? The Truth Behind the 2002 Redesign. Grab your pearls, it's a good one. Today, the location of the Ostkurve still exists, but nature has reclaimed it. The original track surface has disappeared and has been replaced by trees and grass, but from the air, the outline of the curve is still visible, winding silently through the forest, and the embankment of the grandstand is still there too. A walking path now traces part of the old layout, and the area has been designated a protected bird habitat. There are no engines here anymore, no tyre marks, no grandstands, but if you listen closely, the wind in the leaves still echoes with the ghosts of V10s flooring it at full throttle. If you're passionate about the legends of motorsport and the circuits we've lost over the years, don't forget to subscribe to Circuits of the Past, where we preserve the stories and memories behind the greatest venues in racing history. And be sure to visit the website www.circuitsofthepast.com, where you can download a free ebook about 7 abandoned circuits that you can visit legally today, and that includes the old Hockenheimring. And there you have it. That was the Iconic Corners Ost Curve edition, Hockenheim's forgotten high-speed giant. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll hope to see you down at the next corner.